say bibia the need unu akra wa nye careful one kasa untimi ne nkasa because unu MPP na yo NDC untimi ne unu antu sakra ni di. It's so sad the way ye chichire oman ne baby e di oman no echo 22 minutes after 8 Badwam on Adom TV multi TV so me do man hene kwabna sante and e minu akwasi raise critical issues on corruption I be din common briefly answer na one of presidential hopefuls Bernard Mona so at na sam ne kwasi our through 30 minutes discussion after your back wadaruma you be call into me sorry Professor Mills time of call ports and all those things very interesting they motivate you more these issues we up
I think because of quantity documentary akofadiaba the porous border custom officials be done na your border hodro na ebi mo je bribe as low as 20 Ghana cedis to 200 cedis e man nema e to be a simple crown fatase e be wura ye mem no e wura omai and baby a striking me here say according to OECD report from 2017 to 2021 oman yenya enema e fa to go share so bag Ghana worth $400 million na enye nema papa so the issue is say bia nkomo mo ye border ahodo no e ma omoni eda honum yi a e bia nkasa flossy and mama yes and ahomete esa balance but bia e ma ne matete e say akwa remember 2011 abra nas aremi ya nas de ne e buy no Professor Johnny Vasatamas echo an unannounced visit to Temaport. After that, custom officials, sanction or more officials 97.
Okay.
The only punishment to me is transfer.
Transfer. Any deterrent enough.
Transfer. It's like baby, I'm telling my friend, I bet be on our bar.
Bibian
sign. 97 officials.
I should train him more.
97 officials need a transfer. It is not a say I don't enjoy. Now I say the custom penny ne say, oh near baby you should not doing go again. Transfer.
So no enye ehubo enye kokobo a emu du a etwi ni pe free sales ni buy no. And this was the first time I created this na but kaya COVID time.
Sure.
Or release ba ko bia na your borders here close na ni FM ba. That was as low as 5 Ghana cedi.
10 year COVID.
So how do we build this country?
Obama say we are manya civil servant if they relaxed when adwuma wo yim because
our people be any adwuma
say okoka and MPP no power and this best right here ye amanfo edi but there's a challenge we all need to address me say ebri na Professor Mills time say 97 officials no say bi at that time you modi anka MPP for sorry so na ye Ghana for but the main challenge na all me was see dealing with it no near China but say ankro adwuma bi na wo ye e no ma akodi saa bone na menyi say ke transfer na abenya so tia no bie kwan to ama obi abawura kwasitum adwuma ba fa na ade de akọ no so ko man ne kwabra say na atintin ma transfer ko Joy FM na jo odon ko bie kwan to
so a sense of urgency they quantia ketashe
any be say makame say the only person who is not corrupt in Ghana is the one who has not come close to the act.
Dear Onono, yet for Ketashe the prayer and the chrono. Onono will be a Oma, who say 8,000 that way.
That's the only person who is not corrupt in Ghana. The only person who is not corrupt.
Because I know good tapenyimu ka sembina me ko kan we kosi me hu dwiri mi.
On your interview no.
Yeah, asimo kan no. Ana me busa me say and all of us we have seen and fallen short of that glory of making Ghana move forward. Or say, and just a second now for you, better than so, my main guy also Wabeka and so on say, or say, the importer, the clearing agent, and the customs officer are all working under an extortive tax system, which is not working.
And in fact, Osa Kofed the cross like I say, they rather do them a favor for taking that 20 cedis from them, taking that 100 cedis from them. Or man, you see, me say, "Inye bibiya no say dia manyo sam." Mampani abede chi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia can say me. as part of the campaign, so Bobema flat rate. The challenge in so my way say charges out our port, and especially your tema port. I'm not dendo.
Yeah, fancy I mean, Thursday, Obinya Bre, I'm a quanya. Okay. Nankempe, one also have been one man, you say, Munisika 72 and Katashan and Proy Hunim, dear. Yeah. They have quite a bit my boss, Komono. Sure. They have quite a bit me, dear. But this short, a among for this women now, sectorial debate, you know. Yeah. Say the house is now a year or contest. Obviously, say, Umu Epijaka, Cremi Chen and Adwa, and Communim Dobitim Diaba. Oh, Minions of Monecasa. Unini say, Minions of Monecasa. Oh, so we are said, dear. Nipada Sena Bonitim Posse. At the papa Batania Hobia, or Piatonche. Sonnet. All right. Tiniaman for no can say. I could see say they send or boo boo and content man. Special interview I just told you. So Abeka and so on say, but yeah, the Spanish garlic mixture for acid on the capsules of Swakaho, a Buama and the Unasi Tata Ojo so Bribia da Ojo so. A few bones say Uyobia, Mujambroso, and I say, oh, Juana, we didn't to oh, Homia, Ubia Konechi. I feel you'll be out and chromo pie, powder. Obi atonka na fe of menstrual disorder udware wi pena fe utiti ho a Spanish garlic mixture for na the capsules so mabo capsules those no ebo ma moja intermediate fusa na yi pa na fe aboa mo atima kaka obi wa ndi nkoma so freezer mo di nkoma utwa anwasa aba na o me refi dey see kra o afi akoma no so atima dia attention yi pa anti copper Spanish ginkgo capsules na bi so to odo na kire Hallows Herbal Kanshi Tinated Herbal Repash Herbal, Widema Herbal, Ekus Pharmacy and a House of Drugs, Jukat Pharmacy or Kaswa, Dependable Herbal Medina, and a Nolinko Herbal, Hohoi, Volta region, and Albert Sam Pharmacy, Ho, and a pharmacy, and herbal shops are doing a bit of free. A year Spanish garlic mixture and capsules at Mekono 0266 114111. You try Waba, Eba, Bernard Mona, enemy guest, and a
We have driven through several checkpoints with these goods without tax stamp from Aplau through to Dabala to Segakope without being flagged. Our movement through these checkpoints was smooth until the customs officials in her mid-30s flagged us to stop at the Sugakope checkpoint. The investigative team assumed this customs official who stopped us was to inspect these goods would get us to pay taxes on the assorted drinks. But we were in for a shocker. She demanded the team pay a bribe of 400 cedis. She allowed us to pay 200 cedis after some minutes of negotiations. I have succeeded in meeting one of the smuggling kingpins in Elubo, who identified himself as Error. For every box of rice he brings from Ivory Coast to Ghana, he charges 20 cedis. It is this amount he pays off to customs officials he works with to facilitate his business. If he can transport 500 bags of rice to Elubo, he will earn 10,000 cedis.
Me charge there saying, and yeah, man, say be about 300, number 320. When you want quantity in the meantime, the dear measure bear 500 bags. It's me drew and much cha. The customs one and say a bear more than. I know about 20 cities in man, maybe 20 cities. No problem.
The investigative team decided to test these claims made by the traders and commercial drivers. we bought several boxes of rice from neighboring La Côte d'Ivoire. At the Alubo border post, this customs official, who was identified as Kujo, allowed our boxes of rice bought from La Côte d'Ivoire into Ghana. We did not pay the statutory taxes. When the team got to the customs checkpoint at Samir, our vehicle was inspected by 2 customs officials. They asked me to follow them to their office. They demanded I paid a bribe of 20 cedis and left me to go with the boxes of rice.
So I'm going to use it to celebrate small X-Man.
What do you have?
Rice.
How much?
3.
And you alone, you are going to use it.
Oh, I'll dash down to my pastor. And then other people.
Give me the
We are in the festive.
Asa ba damu ina ma se toa yen komo no so e wa hanim sei ma ka cho se eye era Bernard Mona ana elinde betwetwe komo kane no na PNC amanyuku no ono na ye titinani kane no ene die onisa bia hobiem so Bernard akwaba me gidi se ho ye
me honam ye ba me botomunya me gidi se sa so na eka also
o media bibia ye
obotomu ye
bibia because I don't rely on mo economics na mo ye no I have told myself
even
that
the private sector no niam ankoye
me how dey eno dey me go media ye
daddy o me say amane o ye to say me nimu niam amonya akase niam amoja
nyoma mu ade
niam mu ye de
onyaminti
ebeye hotel wehu ebeye hotel la dey ebeye still hotel no
eti ebedin komo I think there's the next level
asa na obedin komo no unu ya bi asamwa ajeman
yes
owo your friend was saying kukum e bai and was say onimu
oh papa
enti say
wow
wa amboni din anopeya
wow asamwa
fortunately the acting PNC chairman for the Ahafo region.
Oh, okay. That's great. That's good news. Are you still with PNC?
I am the next president of Ghana through the PNC as its flag bearer.
Come again.
I am the next president of Ghana through the PNC as its flag bearer.
So, by flag bearer for the PNC?
Obviously. Ultimately, say I am the next president.
So as it stands now, the PNC, your flag bearer? I
will be the flag bearer of PNC and ultimately become the president of Ghana 2024.
Oh, wow. PNC.
People's National Convention.
Flag bearer in waiting.
Flag bearer in waiting. It's just a matter of Congress, which is coming on 31st of August.
Oh, that's next month or?
Next month.
Okay.
In
next month? In Techiman?
In Techiman. And I'll be proclaimed flag bearer. Then I will take on the mantle as the president.
But I have very good friends as well,
Which of them?
Do you know them?
And I'm not your very good friend.
Super.
Those are very good friends, but I'm your very good friend. Super any good, which one is better?
But we are ready for the task ahead as a flag bearer.
I can tell you. What does it take to become flag bearer?
Focus, determination, experience, exposure, money. Message.
Which of them don't I have through the life that you have known me? That I'm not focused?
You don't have the financial might?
That I don't have determination?
The financial might.
And
that's where it's necessary.
And you know, man, pay me senior munye and I'll say with the Ayamano.
You are adopting Ibimami
and then there's no
campaign.
Doubt. Come a website says here. And I'm sure if you can, your people can put it, you can go to www.bernardmona.com. You see a column, donate to support campaign. People donate 10 cedis, some donate 50 cedis, some donate 100 cedis. I am not sitting down for big donors. Micro donors. Omo koto gobe, nansi sakakraka, na omo di ato campaign mo. And it's picking up well. And I can assure you that from micro we grow to macro. Nti nneɛma ɛkɔ yie.
Remember, but space na woman. You've been part of the process from day one. Why a lot of observations? What is the challenge that we have faced as a country, as a people? Our person feel this vacuum.
First, Mamenda was say, and and then the many people, particularly the People's National Convention members across the country, who have determined to make me the standard bearer for 2024. And the people of Ghana, particularly the young people, our market traders, who have decided that, look, we need a change away from the current system. Indeed, I have many things to say, sector by sector. But let me tell you, say, in Sema-Ye Babekano, when say one of the reasons why we are not progressing as a country is that Yakofa Obikasa and Yedi Yejuma.
Yakofa Obikasa
and Yedi Yejuma. Inti yesunya kasa no ansa na yakosunya ne yepese yemfa kasa no enye. So ansa na obeye economics no, you have to go and study English before you come and learn economics. Ansa na obeye engineering no, you have to go and learn English and now come and learn economics. But se ohwe other countries across, se ohwe the level of development between them and their language. Now, it said there is a connection, close spirituality between your language and your level of development.
Okasani Puntu,
yes. Japan, I saw Monka Brofo. Are they developed?
Very.
China, so Monka Brofo. Are they developed? France, so Monka Brofo. Are they developed? Germany. Call Belgium, go to India, go across the globe, Nashe, say Kasa and development, they match. Yen no oko skua, no mo say, Kasa na yede awo, Kasa na eya wodiano, say oh kanu wo skua, ne ya ma ochadie, say you are speaking vernacular. Inti most people are omowa adwen kese, omontimi nsua brofo nti. Ye omu efi adusuamu. So we say that, look, there will be 3 languages. One, they say, Twi Akan will be national language.
Under the watch of PNC.
Under the watch of PNC and Bernard Mona, Akan Twi.
National language.
National language. Baby a uwo biya say owa in crying. Na Ga, which is the mother tongue, the language of origin, will become an additional course. Now Hausa, Ofa Hausa now if you travel the whole of West Africa and you can speak and get somebody to speak to. So in order to see the integration, no, you use Hausa. English, French will be optional. Wa open na wakosuya. Me kasa anse me say oko agbogboloshi, oko abosuokan any all the places. The big businesses are who are traders. Know how many of them can speak good English? Kasa, and yet they are rich. They know how to make money. Sika eti kasa dia. Why are we not able to develop our language? And the more now, language, you know. Onim say we also use that to develop the language. And we insist that look, yati say yati kamu, and a na car breaks no, you say ni na asay. But if you have air cost and can you could do in some and say car breaks no. I say, but yes, you Drew Sankananti driver, Twasone Enko Sankana. I can tell you, Undrun Koko. But say, Unkum enipa bekum. Because at a point that you need to apply the brakes will not be there. And our development has lagged behind because we are using Obikasa. How many times, Wankasa, wa Uye programming? Okasa could do be who say where's no be known to me can why? Adentia. So enunti na yeko school na yakosia engineering. Wonu say you mechanical engineers. Almost you engineering no ewie no. Omo etwi omo car na omo nam kwan so na car no bibia asay ya. Omo ntimi sie no. They have to go and call the fitter. On table no. No abafect it. I'm a mechanical engineering. Clearly we memorize, we reproduce. Meaning, Many people, electricians, when you say you have to have school qualification as an ECG, NETCO, any VRA or mama ejuma. Omo de ejuma ne ma. Omo amukuta qualifications now. Omo ntimi yet no mark of omo ni paper qualification no. Omo no money practical sense no. Why?
So your priority is to ensure.
One is to take away the language. Two is that look, why is the state of Ghana consigned to expenditure without raising revenue?
Yes, Sikasa.
Baby, Bibia, yes, Sika. Inti, Una, Kwame Nkrumah, Yen Kwame Nkrumah, and Yamo Kwame Nkrumah, no, Yen Kwame Nkrumah. Wajai da padie bebre. Oba no onim say, hwe. Ansa na metimi afa teachers no maye adwuma, nurses no maye adwuma, doctors no maye adwuma no. Ese menya sika na mentu omoka. Inti osi factories. Osi industries bebre. Say oho na sika no be fiaba. Na the excess money no die tua. Nipa na omoye adwuma. That place they don't make money. It's the civil service your friends say revenue generation institution. Is the Ghana Health Service a revenue generating institution? Is the security services a revenue generating institution? From police to army to fire service, they are not revenue generating institutions. They spend. Enti omo kachire say, take your interest away, divest your interest away from those institutions that can generate revenue. Now, and you leave only those institutions that you spend money on. How are you going to finance them? So gold mines, Yatong, Ghana Telecom, Yatong, Black Star Line, Yatong, Ghana Airways, Yatong, Dien biom na yantong ye.
Yantong ya na egu.
Oti ase, niema no so a ye tong no tie mi ye, wakotong Ghana Airways. Say no ye plane. Ete say wo omahin. Ukitaka enye sa. Ena obi say tong o ka no. Na o ya aye ohiani. Nti waton ka no ena omo akope bisia ama o se kosi ka garage waton o ka oni ka no
yakosi garage ma
omo se kope bisia o enye se yakosi garage ma kope bisia na besi ka garage e wo fie osuwa besi bi nyansa be na ewom saa na omo dia ye se yenton ye Ghana Airways yaton ena oma maye besia ena yebesi terminal 3 yesi Kumasi die yesi Tamale die yesi Ho die. So you have sold your airways and now you are building airports for whose planes to come and utilize. Na sika no so wakope besia o into wakope besia no, those that have given you money, it is their planes that will come and land, make more money, and you will be saddled with debts. Adentina yendwin. Why are we not thinking? Why is somebody telling us that baba no enfata ye Ghana Telecom for phone na your calculations mame ye Ghana Telecom and One Touch, yet your memu NSC 1 year budget deficit until we were not able to finance our budget. Yakoton Ghana Telecom for about $700 million dollars in order to offset our budget. Say sia anopay. How much have you spent on calls and data? On average, over the 20 million Ghanaians, active subscribers of mobile phones and data, they spend 10 Ghana cedis. On average, they be spending 10 Ghana cedis. 10 Ghana times 20 million, I saying. So in a day, the telecos alone, we give them 200 million. Times 365 days. How much money do we give to the telecos? How much of that money stays in your country? How much? Catch them. Until at the end of the day, they come claiming to be investors, but they take away what you should have taken. Into a catch and say Yantong Ghana Telecom. Now budget statement. Just imagine how much the share of our nation would be in the telecos. We don't have any. And so because we don't have, I can say every year, because we are having expenditure that we have to always meet. When to your soldier for car, or movable to. When to your police for car, or mobile bribe. When to your fire service, or moka, You understand? When to your teacher's car, but you are paying all these people and you are not generating revenue. In the end, just a work of pay so that you'll be able to pay them. At the end, no, I'm going to say you cannot employ. And yes, sir. And cano. As soon as we or medical school, you don't even do 3 months. Oh yeah, housemanship we no ma'am adio akọ hospital say unko yejuma. Say see doctors enamfie. They cannot get jobs. Why? Because omuma we juma na just ometu but there's no money to pay you. It's not that there are no spaces available. So sir. Nurses, one of the fine places are now no secure jobs. Who we nurse and pet. Now wakonye juma because we needed people and we continue to need people in the health sector. Say see uye nurse na the backlog from 2020 that's all. Yentimi ntua omoka. And because we cannot pay, we have to stay them at home. Teaching was one of the most friends assured profession. Oko college and a teacher training college you know uya. Immediately uye no na omo apostil. How come that today teachers are home and they are doing rotation? Omo uya na yesi omo koye national service. Omo uye national service and yesi omo control licensure exam. Omo control licensure exam no uya na yesi omo ye rotation. Because we are not able to pay. Why are we not able to pay? Because we are not generating revenue from other places in order to support the services that we require in this nation.
So in effect, you are creating revenue generation.
You need to take over the economy. The economy of Ghana is not owned by Ghana and Ghanaians. May say the telecom sector alone, me boy, give me one company that is owned by Ghana. Telecel, formerly Vodafone, not owned by you. MTN not owned by you. Glo not owned by you. AT not owned by you. Yateha. So all the money that we generate, over 200 million Ghana cedis a day, you only go and get tax revenues. How are you going to survive? Go to the extractive sector, Enokrampo Ebong. We used to have Ashanti Goldfields. You know what Ashanti Goldfields did for this nation. Sesia Ashanti Goldfields no yaton. Enti nipa na omo nyina AGC effort omo adwuma no, they have learned the act. They have been, your friend is saying, they have been laid off. They don't have income. So they have used the mining knowledge they have. They have gone into the forest, but they don't have equipment. So they are using crude methods. Omuni equipment, and they are using crude methods. And now we have even bastardized their act. Say, Makonya, me concession, me need equipment, until me too kakra, or say I'm polluting the environment. You need to rationalize their activities. So that, once government agrees, say, oh, what concession? Consultants are within a month. Say, government should give you logistics to be able to start your operation, pay back the government, and do what we call clean mining. So, catch them almost said they are galamseyers, and you are chasing them, killing them, and doing things. You know, you can actually rationalize the activities within a month, give them support, they get the gold, they reclaim the environment. What is it? So
your approach, maybe you are doing it is easier said than done. What do I know done you being well because actually if we say as smooth and as easy as you are saying it. You think that is feasible? And then so I'm not speaking because it's easy to do farming. I am involved in it. And métier, I say, you know I do farming. And in doing the farming, no, I know how tedious it is. You don't just get up and go and say that I'm going to plant seed. And yes, sir, you do clearing at a time when nobody expects you to be on the farm. Before you come and then prepare the land. Before you come and plant. Before you come and apply weedicides and all that. But I'm telling you that even the farming, no, it's not as easy as you think. But so it's not as easy said as you want to proclaim. We are saying this because our antecedents set up Kwame Nkrumah anyebiana. Kwame Nkrumah wanyebi. So was it easier by Kwame Nkrumah to do, or it was easier for Kwame Nkrumah to say? He did it. Maybe.
Gaddafi wanyebi ewo maimu. Was it easier for Gaddafi to do, or it was easier and cumbersome for Gaddafi to do. He did it.
Comparing those times and today.
Which times?
The commitment of the Ghanaian, the patriotism of the Ghanaian.
Of Burkina Faso. I'm sure that we are excited about that young man.
Yeah.
Near all year, any near year, look at the distance. President Chiani of Niger, near all year, and near all year, Cecilia, any near now Badwam Mpensenpensenmu. Look at the disparity. Enti adiano ye beti mi ayo. Enti na ye pese ye o ma nhini. I have been around. Ebi mu hu mi say me yakwara. But o hwe say me yakwara me hyase. I started very long. Me ne mo na eni na moman mu. We have gone round. We have seen things. We have monitored our leaders. We know what they should have done and they couldn't do. And so we want to do. Anything amagina Ebema Ghana as president, and I'm confident I'll be the next president of Ghana.
Well, if you've just joined us, Bernard Mona, PNC flag bearer hopeful, and in the between Konsinyami Adma, August they try to crown on Bishia. Now, Omodisa and Kit Nkomono, but OGDS party mano, Ebetono Swabam Nabe PNC, Franka Tuni, and Yebobo, Sinto challenges or as my OTH. Hefa no se tokro de da oba ogidi se obetimi ahemukana o se ye kasa de dikan very important ye kasa oman mu so a eye ahoho nko a na bibia ye omodea bibia de sika babia no eye ahoho dia enti e basa na na ze oman chichire no e be ha adwe se nioma eye sika e wo oman nim eye ahoho dia enti dodo na azo no e free oman nim ekọ sa emia eye se sika de e free eba afre wasa kasa also bibia ebetimaye o hwehwe aman bi te say Niger na won kaka o hwe de anamontuo bi a ono watu a o hwe ya nkase nkroma anamontuo sa bre o tu sa bre na ene ehun sunsanso ne nyina ehun an senti ogidi se ebetimi aye no nko na ekofa mula na oba masan na to aso but we ko san ba ko ansa na cross over to mula game park for that Roma say o di amba no pa ebeba awia prem to bre amba prem to bra everybody number no nsia inti adiansa ya untimi mbo nyame sobo just always have that recital adiansa ya mo nyame sobo so better then maybe do you know the Ghana you want to take over to rule? Do you know the Ghana and the people within and how they behave and their attitude and their their mindset? You know that Ghana where Kukwati will tell you that if this is how we are going to operate as a country, then it means that we are headed for ditch, where a customs officer will easily be lured into 400 Ghana cedi bribery scandal, where journalists will misrepresent and blackmail personalities, where the ordinary citizen wants to take advantage of the other, where public service is now not attractive as it used to be, because everybody wants to cut corners. That is the country that you are seeking to lead.
Answer na me yi wa no no. Oshe Ghanaian Times. I say second phase of UHAS project. Biggest nursing midwifery school opens as president receives honorary doctorate degree. Or the doctorate no yede.
What's the honorary one?
Or the yede.
So dan kese ni munyam kese si wo.
I know where say.
Ye be ko suku ho.
Me know where say. O de kanokre. So the problem of Ghana Sisiano is to train more nurses or to open more midwifery and nursing schools. Is that a challenge facing the people of Ghana?
Get people to work.
The main problem I mean say and is that Ghanaian nurses are school no.
But that's why the Minister for Health is granting interview and saying that recruitment of 15,000
2020
begin Monday, August 5.
2020. Those that they recruited, have they given them offer of employment?
But this Ghana Health Service report says that since 2017, government has recruited 202,537
letters up to date. They have not been inputted by.
Is that so?
I'm telling you. I just wish that phone were her. Now my letters no be amount. Those that were recruited in 2020 up to date, they have not been placed by Controller and Accountant General. I'm
interested in this conversation. Young Komra. The guest, we have the next 15 minutes to wrap up. Unfortunately, the conversation is excited and brain so could Spanish garlic mixture and capsules for catchers, arthritis, hypertension, ohumi anafi. I had the for snoring. We will be on Chromo. menstrual disorder at the time of that month. Senior man so called infection and no more than skin itching. Oh, how dry we are now if you hook a cow and a son of man and say Spanish garlic and a boa na a few hundred precope. The capsules, national Boama Mujet media for Sunny, you know, a command so bokama. Now, for my wide drinking, so is pa. Oh, Pibia to medical catcher, Hallow Herbal Alternative, House of Drugs, Albert Sam, Nolinko Herbal, Dependable Herbal, what Widema Herbal, and have a pharmacy and as a herbal shop, yeah, or my name. Namaka say Franco trading so Egusuka say phone, Papa fee, and on Nokia, Samsung, iPhone, smart TVs ranging from 32 copy 55 inches tabletop fridges, and Franco air conditioners ranging from 1.5 horsepower copy 2.5 CCTV cameras and the kaka winner. When you know, call Franco trading no more. Then you be to a honor ye papa. It's if one war 0246 422338 and 0555939311. Now we want to in Kita home. Patrick Cluvia also had Jebra also heavy. Lots of your text messages about just the brave Maxwell Chilimbalim from Talensi. Good morning, Omahene. Tell Bernard Mona that he would have been a very good presidential material, but mostly he associates himself to the NDC instead of the party he wants to represent in the 2024 general elections. All those nurses who were given financial clearance still sitting in the house may have issues with some of their courses and can't represent what Bernard Mona is saying. Maxwell Chenembalin from Talensi. Anna, when she a Godfred or say Bernard, tell us more about your political experience and political exposure. Also, and so the Abba. And I feel so. Patrick, and so I say, good morning, Chairman. Nice to see you. I love your outfit. Bernard Mona all the way. And also, I think it's a PNC member that will do that. Still referring to you as Chairman. Julius Akaho says that the book of the law shall not depart from your mouth. Bernard, I wish you all the best and God's blessings. And so that's a lot of your text message, but I bring it in now. So let's get probably into
one can say chairman. And Obi Akase chairman, no Kase or no PNC. Well, over to Abama, also Kase be a PNC. Obi over to Abama or Ghana.
Or Ghana. Well, there's no chairman with the PNC para. What can I say, chairman? Always. Let's get into your party now. Party well organized that you are ready for election 2024.
Semeka say we are well organized here. Nature say I'm not honest. We are not well organized. If he say we had challenges, those challenges that I tried behind the scenes to resolve, but eventually the court had to take precedent into Omoko Court, and on the 8th of April, court no ede nano esie, and at the end of the day, Janet Nabila and her people decided that they will not accept the verdict. Oh no, they accepted the verdict, but they disagree. And in disagreeing, they decided that they will cut off from the People's National Convention. And having cut off, the mantle is for Moses Daniba, David Apasara, and the rest of the National Executive to reorganize the party and reposition it for us to go for National Congress. Fairly, resource constraints in T. Omo intime and ye omo reorganizations non-term. So whilst the court gave a verdict on 8th of April, it was not until 8th of June that they called the first NEC meeting, which then put up a timetable. That timetable is now being executed. Constituencies conferences are supposed to have concluded last Saturday. Regional conferences will start this week. Then we will culminate it with the National Delegates Congress in Techiman. I think that is the state that we find ourselves. And yes, we are in delay in the internal organizations of the party.
And this is the party you want to lead?
That is the party that will lead us to save this country. Clearly speaking, how many days is it for Kamala Harris to become president of the United States?
I think now about 99 or so, or about 98 or so.
Yeah, but she is confident she'll become president of the United States of America.
That's what she believes.
Yeah. How many days did it take Jomai Bashiru and Sonko to lead Senegal from prison. 10 days. They were released from jail. Omumi eno na omo were jail. Sonko, Ousmane Sonko, na ono oye the leader of the party. They prevented him from contesting until or anointed the 2IC, the vice presidential candidate. Say onjina mano. 10 days. But if he say ye babe sisemu in Senegal no, the young people, the aged, the women, all of them rallied behind Ibrahim Ousmane Sonko and his brother. And today, Senegal, in 10 days, they have been able to change. Because when change is coming, it is not how long it takes. It is how fast it comes. Niesi was, your friend saying, Kenya, your friend, the Gen Z riots. Nobody expected it. Even the president said, no, if he said, agro. Before Obehuno, the government was almost overturned. And I am confident that as soon as Congress is over, na CSA will evolve policy by policy. Na Ghana for where we have been, baby ayefi eba, baby ayedru, na say ye call that same direction and ko ye emayen. Omahi, you leave Adom FM and Adom TV and come and join the campaign because you know, say the change that this nation is coming with.
It's coming from the PNC.
It's coming from
under
the
your
PNC
watch.
And coming through Bernard Mona.
We are ready for that debate, presidential debate.
I'm saying that those who are calling for the debate, I pray they don't run away from the debate.
Abba.
Tell them we are coming.
For the presidential debate?
Tell them we are coming. The only thing is that I am not sure that the debate will change their minds, because as soon as we finish debating, President Akufo-Addo will change his mind about Nipa na Awoyi, no?
Dr. Badwam.
Yes. As soon as that debate takes place, the national chairman of the NDC, Johnson Asiedu Nketia, they will change their mind about the person they have chosen to lead Ghana. If indeed they want Ghana to be better. Into Obia or Pese Ghana, after that debate, they will see the difference. As to those who want Ghana to go on a path and those who are mortgaging Ghana for the interests of other countries, they will see clearly.
Mortgaging power.
In fact, auctioned. If mortgage is too harsh, I will tell you they have auctioned. What of Ghana do you have? Catch them. Aside the Flagstaff House, what do we have that we can claim that is our own? Enye lithium, and we are being told that getting 10% is better than previous deals that we have signed. So we should clap for them.
It's not a good deal.
What is good? You own this asset. Somebody is coming to say that I'm taking 90% into the 10%.
By virtue of the kind of investment so far committed to.
So the resources. How can a state say that you cannot look for money to do it? And some individual company can get the money to come and do it. If the state of Ghana cannot do it today, our leadership is simply bankrupt. Leave it. Future generations will come and take it and exploit it for the benefit of the people. In Mexico, privatization. An MP, Garcia, Echo Parliament to say privatization na or maimuno. It is like raping our women naked. Into your call Parliament. Or no, she quote in tie. Or you know na obia kataneni. Or say, why are you closing your eyes? This is how we are raping our nation, making it naked. In the end, the government had to listen. Why? In Tisesia in Mexico, when they got their first tranche of lithium, they were going the same way of claiming that they are giving it to a private sector. Mexico is nationalizing their lithium production. Why is Ghana still trying to give it out? And convincing everybody and coaxing them with little gifts. Say so that government can get to do what they want to do. That is disadvantageous to the people of Ghana. Owning 90% and owning 10%, which one will you prefer?
Well, as he wraps up, you are looking into my camera to wrap up, but one or two calls, be part of the conversation. 0302 211 701 equals 4 0302 211 701 equals 4. Just a minute. Look into the camera. Why you think that it's time for the PNC, it's time for Bernard Mona, and it's time to pick somebody from, this is funny, from the north. We have Pepe Formiensa. We have Pepe Ni Bernard Mona. Pepe Ni Alaji.
Do you understand Pepe?
Somebody sent a text that you that conversation you explain. So Pepe Ni is what?
Pepe. Inti se odi ade e mame.
Obey kasi Pepe.
Na ye se ye nche meche no Pepe na Pepe na da kwan so.
Pepe Formiensa.
Inti ye no Pepe e na mo si Pepe ni. E kire se ye odi bibia e hye nsema ye accurately. We have to account for
Fantastic. It is Pepe Formiensa. Eledi afa Pepe Formiensa. Pepe Bernard Mona. Pepe Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Pepe John Dramani Mama. It's your money be choose over accurate people. Who they are sure their levels of accuracy. Why accuracy that good? Just into the camera and then wrap up for us.
If you say my 32 years ago, G2 say we are returning to multi-party constitutional democracy. Yes, on the 27th of July 1992, na PNC eka. From that time, parties now, yes, it is the PNC, MPP, and NDC that continue to be in existence. Other political parties that started in 1992, omunyina ako. It is a MPP anya 16 years, NDC anya 16 years. The natural option is a PNC is our turn to lead. Now, they be a make say tie. For the first time in the history of this nation, an opposition member, Etimiabe, Speaker of Parliament. Do you know what that has meant for our nation? In the 2024 general elections, about 2025, Nase NDC, any MPP, omoda opposition, and a PNC Bernard Mona, and a yawo abaimu. All the mistakes that they did, whilst they were in government for 32 years, they will not allow me to make those mistakes. Into your money, so your option today is to vote for the person who will come, and the NDC and MPP in opposition will hold me to the feet of accountability. I will discharge for the people of Ghana.
On this note,
I am your president.
Okay, so Bernard Mona, our president, potential in waiting, and I want to say, that's CP for your time, short notice, but what you bring any other didn't come. But Echna, you may follow up.
Ochina, the declaration of my intention to lead at my office at Asylum Down.
Okay.
So one bar.
Remember, and then 31st to August will be
you'll be in Sunyani.
Exactly. But there will be asking Techima for when we say what they try a fruit. The will be there to see through what the PNC holds for us as a country and as a people. We don't mind any comment. Thank you so much for your time. When I'm here, I don't know the chair we are on. Patriotism, still, we should keep it alive. Echo.